So, pupunta na tayo dito sa pinaka-important. Link. Nalilito siya when it comes to moving of the markets. And then, parang 6 months siya nag-trade, and then eventually, tinanong niya ako noon na, tinanong ko pa siya, na, Sir, do you know how the market moves? Sabi sa akin, yeah, when this moving average crosses, then I buy, or ganito, close. Sabi ko, okay, so ayan po yung moving average. Sabi ko, hindi po siya yung basically basic principle when it comes to moving the market. And then, within 15 minutes, in-explain ko sa kanya itong basic formula na to. Nagulat siya. Sabi niya, ang dali lang pala. Nag-travel pa ako napakalayo. Tapos, yung wife niya na naawa na dun sa husband niya na dahil lang one na daw, hindi pa rin nag-gets yung forex market. Natuwa. Dahil nga within 15 minutes na-gets niya. So, I hope tonight, maintindihan siya mabuti. Okay, so price movement. Let me take you back when you were in high school. Remember the law of supply and demand? Yes? Okay. When demand is greater than the supply, what happens? Price goes up. Okay. Tatalino. When price goes up, ang tawag natin dyan is bullish market, uptrend, bull market, or bullish. So, kapag titingin kayo sa chart, ganito itsura niyan. Nakikita niyo yung nakasulat, buy here. Okay? Dahil yan, isa tinatawag na buy zone. DC support buy zone. Mamaya isa sa mga techniques na matutunan niyo yan. The moment na nag-buy ka dito, the reason for that is because merong DC. Ito, nakikita niyo yung color, turquoise. Okay? And bakit ka nag-buy? Because meron nga DC zone. And tandaan nyo guys, you only buy or sell sa mga DC areas, sa mga highlighted areas. Ay, mamaya matutunan nyo yan. So here, demand is greater than supply, so buy ka. So next, when demand is less than supply, the price goes down. Okay, when price goes down, we call that a downtrend, bear market, or bearish. Madali. So, this is how it looks. Nakikita niyo yung color green sa taas? Sabi dyan, enter sell here. Okay? Because that is a DC resistance sell zone. So, nag-sell ka doon because it's going down. Demand is less than supply. Next, when demand is equal to the supply, the price stays the same. That's what we call the DC. Okay? Or in a more technical sense, ranging or consolidation. Or sa atin, we make the term as a DC. Okay? Madali ba intindihin? So what are the three kinds of market movements? Up, down, ranging, consolidation, or what we call DC. Okay, sabihin mo sa katabi mo, friend, DC, tandaan mo yan ha. You will make a lot of money with DC. Okay. So this is how it looks naman sa chart when it comes to ranging or DC. Diba? Up and down lang siya, up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? So next, investor versus trader. Which are you? Okay? Kasi madalas yung mga tao when they go to forex trading, kala nila nag-i-invest sila. Or ano ba, nag-i-invest ba ako o nag-trade? Diba? So, nalilito. Diba? So, ngayon, malilinawan na kayo kung paano ba siya nag-work. Okay, investor versus trader, which are you? Are you an investor? Katulad niya. Kilala niya siya? Diba? Napakayaman niyang individual. Si Warren. So, ano ba investors? Investors put their money into stocks, real estate, etc. under the assumption that over time, the underlying investment will increase in value and the investment will be profitable. Typically, investors do not have a plan for what to do if the investment decreases in value. They hold on to the investment in the hopes it will bounce back and again become a winner. Correct? Maraming kilalang ganyan. Bumili ng property, bumabaksak na yung value pero ayaw pa rin ibenta. Kasi lugi. Until na yun, bumaksak na tulo yan. So, next, are you a trader? So, basically, ang mga investor, sila yung mga tao na they buy stocks or they invest in stocks or things or real estate and they hope. Okay, they hope na sana umakyat. Then they pray to God. On the other hand, are you a trader? Okay? Katulad niya, si Kevin Bruce has been trading trends for 25 years and made over $100 million. And he started trading while working as a Sino gasoline boy? Taas kamay. Wala. O, dapat mag-gasoline boy kayo, ha? Gusto niyo yumaman. Ang point ko lang dito, if this guy is a gasoline boy, nagawa niya, why not tayo pang mga Pinoy na kahit pa paano, di tayo gasoline boy, di ba? So, traders take a proactive approach to their investing. Traders have a defined plan and invest with one goal, to put their capital into the markets and profit. They trade with a plan that tells them what to do in any situation, when to enter and when to exit. They never allow a large losses. Sabi mo sa katabi mo, friend, know when to enter and when to exit. Kasi guys, when it comes to trading, kasi minsan sobrang complicated niya pag pinag-aralan nyo, but it will boil down to this term, which is know when to enter and when to exit. Because that is when you make money. Diba? Kumbaga sa loto, alam mo yung combination. Diba? Kung kailan ka tataya. Diba? Ano yung numero. Okay? Kasi pag nagtaya ka ng winning number, nanalo na last year pa. Hindi naman nanalo yun. Okay? So, being a trader does not mean you must move in and out of the markets frequently. A trader simply is one who has a plan for entering and exiting. Ganun lang kasimple. Okay? So, common characteristics of investors. Okay, ito yan. Investors will buy and hold. Investors enter long. And investors let profits accumulate. Yan mga investors. Tayo, as traders, this is what we do. Traders enter a position to make money. Traders will short sell a currency. Traders will hold for a short period of time. Traders cut losses. Traders use technical analysis. And traders take profits quickly. Okay. Ito ba kayo doon? So, alam niyo na kung anong difference ng investor and trader. Okay. Next. Two types of forex trading. That's our next topic. There are what we call the fundamental traders. Ano yung fundamental trading? Or fundamental traders? Ayan po yung parang meron kayong recipe book. Pinag-aaralan nyo yung rekado, pinag-aaralan nyo ilang minuto na iluluto, papalambutin, or ano yung mga kailangan na ilagay, diba? Hindi talaga mga step-by-step procedure pag-aaralan mo siya. Ayun po yung fundamental trading. Para ka nagbabasa ng cookbook. Sino dito cook? Meron ba? Yun, meron. Diba? Ito magugusto ng mga next. Ang technical analysis po is yung kakainin mo na yung niluto ng cook. Kakainin mo na, hindi mo na pag-aaralan pa paano pag ginawa yun. Okay? Hindi mo na pag-aaralan pa paano yung rekado, ano yung sangkap niya, kakainin mo na lang. Ganun po yung technical analysis. Sobrang simple niya lang. And that is what we do. Well, we are technical traders. Okay? So, fundamental analysis is the study of economic, social, and political forces that influence the value of a country's currency. Okay. Tayo muna ako. Nakaantok pa yung tao ko. Okay. So, the study of economic, social, political forces that influence the value of a country's currency. Ang fundamental analysis kasi, minsan pa matalino yan. Ito yung mga kailangang pag-aralan eh. Kapag fundamental trader ka, you can see on the left side, di ba? Inaaral mo dyan yung interest rates ng isang bansa, yung consumer price index, industrial production, unemployment and employment rates, GDP, producer price index, and retail sales ng ibang bansa. Let's say you're trading EURUSD, which means lahat ng company nasa Europe, lahat ng mga empleyado na nandun, lahat ng mga producer at GDP naman sa pag-aaralan mo. And next, pag USD naman, lahat ng mga company sa Amerika, economy nila, and lahat ng mga empleyado doon, yung GDP na sa pag-aaralan mo. And then, pag-aaralan mo din market volatility, then eventually, doon mo i-relate yung pag-aaralan mo sa economy nila to the financial markets. Pag-aaralan mo pa yung balance sheet ng bawat company before you enter a trade. Question, kaya niyo ba yun? Di ba napag-aaralan? Hindi. Grabe. Yung mga friend mo nga po, accountant. Di ba? It takes them parang weeks to a month bago lang matapos yung isang transaction ng isang company. Diba? Tapos kung hindi ka naman accountant, pag-aaralan ko siya. Okay. Pero may mga gumagawa po niyan, ha? Kung gusto yung gawin siya, mag-isip ng sobra-sobra, you could do it. Diba? Hindi ko naman kayo pipigilan eh. I'm just saying na medyo complicated nga lang siya, lalo na pag you're starting in currency trading. So, fundamental analysis is professional speculation. People don't want to be right dahil they want to analyze the market so much and na-paralysis analysis na sila. Ay, baliktad. Analysis, paralysis. Ayun po fundamental analysis. Okay? So, if you don't believe what you can see, you won't believe what you can. Kasi most of the time, when we're talking about fundamental analysis, marami kang factors hindi mo nakikita. Like, for example, yung ugali ng owner ng company. Or yung sales nila ng mga nakaraang buwan, what if hindi nila ni-report? Diba? So, may mga factors na minsan hindi mo makita. Unlike kapag technical trader ka. So, for example, this is sample news. Pinakita dito sa feeds, sa isa sa mga lumabas sa feeds sa Yahoo. Sino may Yahoo? Di ba, minsan may lumalabas sa mga news and then you're able to read it. Sabi dito, Barclays Wealth advises clients to buy British pound, short Japanese yen. That's a fundamental kind of trading, which is nakikinig ka sa mga banks. Eh sabi ko nga, di ba, banks are manipulated. And banks control the media. So, nagpalabas sila ng ganyan news. Marami akong friends na tinanong nila ako, hey, Yuri, what are you going to do? Are you going to buy or sell? Sabi ko, well, di ko alam. Hindi naman kasi ako nakikinig sa news. Diba? Basta pag nakita kong bumababa yung market, I sell. Eh sila, kinamakan. Nakinig sa news. This is what happened. Nakita niyo yan? It went down. Correct? It went down. Everybody of them believed sa news, nag-buy sila. And every single one of them, lahat ng accounts po nila nasunog. Tapos the next day, tinetext ko, hindi nag-reply. Ba't kaya? Kasi nakasell po ako dito noon. So it's a zero-sum game. Ang nangyari po dito, lahat ng mga nag-buy, natalo. Eh lahat ng nag-sell, natalo. So lahat ng mga natalo ng buy, napunta dun sa mga nag-sell. Nag-gets nyo? That's how the financial market works. So never ever listen to news or the media when it comes to trading. So this is what we do, technical analysis. Professional trading, you trade what you see. So ano ba yung technical analysis? Technical analysis is the study of market movement of what we call price action, mainly through the use of charts and indicators to forecast the movement of price action. And there are only three powerful indicators sa market. Gusto niyo malaman? There are only three, which is number one, price. Second, price. Third, price. Bakit kaya ganun? Well, it's because noong unang panahon, di ba? Actually, hindi pa unang panahon. Maski ngayon lang eh. If you look outside, lahat ng mga bilihin merong price. Even the chair that you're sitting right now, may presyo. Yung laptop na ginagamit mo, yung rent mo sa bahay, yung TV, yung cellphone mo, yung damit mo, everything has a price. So, kung alam mo na price talaga nagpukontrol sa buong market, what are you going to study? Price. Correct? Make sense? Maski noong unang panahon, di ba? Puro presyo lagi usapan. Pag pupunta ka sa school, magkano tuition? Di ba? Pag bibili ka ng cellphone na bago, magkano ba yung cellphone mo? Diba? Dito mas mura. Diba? Parang ganun. It's all about prices. The whole world is made up of prices. That's why you have to study how the prices moves in the market. That's what we do. We are technical traders. Right? Are you guys learning? So you just have to value what you're about to learn. Kasi not a lot of Filipinos know this one. Madalas they make it so complicated when it comes to currency trading. I'm just making it simple because I know how the market works. And I'm sharing it to you guys na sobrang simple. Okay?